This podcast contains mature themes, questionable humor, and explicit language. Listen with discretion. Please take care.
Dialogue over drama?
The thing that's weird about you is...
I'm jumping in before Danny gets here. This is episode 32 of Dialogue Over Drama. I am Courtney Drama, and I am here with...
Dialogue Danny.
And I can see what's happening.
And they don't have a clue.
They'll fall in love.
What?
And here's the bottom line.
You just, like...
Our trio's down to 2.
I loved how you Googled that. Like, you are the best when it comes... I love it that you want to, like, be like, I really want to be into music. I really want to do this. And, like, we're talking about, like, Courtney and I went today to Ribfest, and as we're coming back, we got stuck in traffic because of the lift bridge. And Courtney, listening to Courtney try to tap along to a song is the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, she is the biggest church clapper. She is just...
I have no rhythm.
No rhythm whatsoever, and I love it. She'll look at me when she thinks she's kind of got a little bit of a groove, and then she'll start to like bop to the music to like, and then it just throws everything else off. So in this episode,
disasters in the air.
The sweet caress of twilight. There's magic in the air. What is it? I'd have to start from the beginning. So let's do this. So I can see what's happening.
What?
They don't have a clue.
Who? They'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line.
Our trio's down to 2. The sweet caress of twilight. There's magic in the air. With all of this romantic atmosphere. Disasters in the air. And can you feel the love tonight? That song?
The peace the evening brings.
Yeah, what a great... I love The Lion King. I love The Lion King so much.
But you know what's kind of funny is the next verse sums up what we're going to get into in this episode.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah. So many things to tell her, but how to make her see the truth about my past impossible. She'd turn away from me. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, way to go. I'll put some reverb on it, like when I actually record it, so it sounds like really sexy and stuff. That was great.
Sounds good. In this episode, we get into a whole lot of stuff about, so here's the thing. Some Canada trivia.
Yeah.
And also what it's
good old
like.
Canadian Oh, you know what? I got to tell you a story. So I had this customer come in, and they were both wearing like Twins jerseys, like the baseball team, and it was these 2 women, and they ordered their stuff, and then like the one girl was talking to me about like our porter, and she's like, well, this is really good, eh? And I'm like, yeah. So like I'm listening to their accent, and I'm like, oh, you guys like just coming through town? And they're like, yeah, we're coming up from Minnesota. And I was like, oh, this is too much for me. So I said, and so I continued talking to her, and I said, do you know what I really love about Minnesota? And she was like, what? I'm like, you guys have your accent, which sounds like the stereotypical Canadian accent that doesn't sound like any Canadians I know. He said, what are you talking about? I was like, even like Minnesota. Yeah. I'm like, it's so like the stereotypical Canadian.
That's so funny.
And she was like, you're kind of right, eh? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, 100%.
That's funny. Yeah, we get into a little, Canadiana trivia.
Yeah, it's really good.
And we know a lot less than we thought we did.
Absolutely.
And then we jump right into what we need out of each other. What are things that we missed? What are things that we like, don't like about, emotional, physical, love languages, that kind of realm of
we
things.
kind of like Marty McFly it and like talk about the past of like what was it, what's something that happened early in a relationship that you thought might fizzle out but then didn't or did, and then or maybe evolved into something different. Like we just kind of went back and been like,
yeah, and all the things Courtney wants to change about Dan, but in a polite way.
She wants Dan to be back in sweater vests and ties.
Man, I don't know if I could do your cardigans and like sweater vests and stuff. I definitely we got into the button ups. I said I would love a good button up on you.
In 2 years when it comes back on social media, you'll be like, you should get a cardigan and a sweater vest. You look really cute that way. Yeah. And I'd be like, I wasn't 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Even the fedoras. I think I'm cool with you not wearing fedoras. I mean, you can. It's you. It's your hats. Do what you want. But with your style now, you'd have to change everything. Because the fedoras made sense with the outfits you wore when I met you.
Right, but that's
If
why I
you
don't
tried
wear
to
them
do,
now.
if you tried to do kitty cat Vans and high top ramen noodle socks with some cargo shorts and a band tee, and then throw on a fedora, I'd be like,
No, the fedora makes it douchebaggy.
yeah.
The fedora makes it super douchebaggy. But in the fall, I end up wearing like I won't wear a suit jacket with cargo pants. Like camo pants. But I bought some nice dress slacks where I can wear if I had slacks, a band tee, my cool corduroy sports jacket, just like a suit jacket.
Yeah, when you
and
layer
a fedora,
up, yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, if
but
you
I'm
layer
never
up.
going. Shorts and a fedora, you're instantly a douchebag.
Fair.
That's my opinion.
All right.
You'll never see me wear a fedora when I'm in shorts.
Yeah. And in this episode, we didn't even get into my history with elf pants.
No, we didn't.
Oh, that was a whole realm of my
You know what? I
fashion
blocked
back then.
that out of my memory until right now, but now all I can see right now is yours.
My
Now
red
new-
Budweiser shirt with my red Budweiser hat, and then blue and green zigzaggy chevron Christmas leggings.
And now you've graduated
To leopard.
1999 Missy Elliott background dancer.
Hey, that tracksuit's wonderful.
It's Missy Elliott background dancer circa 99.
You know what? Don't trash my style.
I'm 100% not trashing yourself. Let's change the channel, see if we can find some Missy Elliott. Get your freak on. Get your freak on.
So
Here's
here's
the
the
thing.
thing.
So here's the thing. So here's the thing.
So here's the thing.
So here's the thing.
All right. So here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
What subject in school do you learn about Canada? Is it geography or is it really history? Or no, do you learn about history and geography?
It depends on what year you went to school, but yeah, it's normally geography that you learn about Canada. It depends. The Canadian history I learned was definitely not Canadian history, but in general, I think that history has to cover Canadian history.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's
So, because here's the thing, I pulled
Here's the thing.
because here's
I
the
love
thing,
it.
I pulled up it was from 107.5 Cool FM. They actually had this article posted this year. It was like a Canadian trivia questions,
I love
and
it.
looking at just the first two questions, I was like, I don't know the answers to some of these, and for being born and raised in Canada my entire life, I should know these things. So I clearly didn't pay attention in
Okay,
geography.
here's a weird question for you. Can you name all of the provinces and territories in Canada?
If you gave me a map, I could probably write it out. Again, I'm a visual person, so my memory.
Okay, can you see Canada right now in your head?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start west. What's the furthest west? You should know this.
British Columbia.
Thank you. Okay, now above British Columbia is...
Northwest Territories.
It's there, yep, but then beside that...
Yukon.
Yep, that's it, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to stop you. Look like you're to Yukon
Yeah.
Blues or something.
Okay.
Okay, now work your way over. Now below that, there's all those little weird triangle thingies.
Rectangles.
Rectangle. Oh yeah, rectangle. Sorry.
I don't know. It's like Saskatchewan.
Yep.
And then Manitoba.
Manitoba's the one beside where we
Oh.
live, which is...
So Alberta, then Manitoba, then Ontario.
Yep.
Okay.
And then beside Ontario.
Quebec.
Yep.
And then New Brunswick.
New Brunswick, yep.
And then there's Halifax, PEI.
No, Halifax is a city.
Sorry, Nova Scotia. And
Nova
PEI.
Scotia, PEI.
Yeah. And Newfoundland and Labrador.
That is it.
Or Newfoundland. I don't know how to say.
Did we forget anyone?
Probably. Hang
Oh,
on.
no, yeah, there's one more. There's one more. One more, north.
Oh, green.
No. It was when there's a huge chunk of Canada and they gave them a little spot, but they called it...
None of it.
None of it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yukon, Northwest Territories. None of it. And then BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan. Oh.
Good job.
Okay. I didn't do too bad.
No, you did great.
Interesting. I mean, then if you were to tell me the...
If I were to, I
capital-
was going to ask you the capitals, but I'm no, I'm not going to because I don't think could.
I think I could for some or most.
Yeah, but I know that you would know the provinces and territories. I just know that, because we haven't really gone across Canada, so, we know, a little bit about it, but I don't,
Yeah.
I think you would struggle
Would
with the
love to do a
capitals.
Canadian trip one day with you.
Oh, if I wasn't so fucking deathly afraid of being on the road, yeah. I'd be
No, fly.
fucking-
We'd fly to...
Oh, I want to explore Canada.
Like,
Anyways,
we need to
okay.
go. No,
Sorry, I totally cut you off and like tried to be like.
but it was just it kind of.
So
made me,
here's the thing about here. Here's the thing.
I know shit all about the country I live in. Yeah, so I thought it was kind of interesting how many of these that you would know, and there's only 20. First one is, which Canadian city is considered Hollywood North?
Toronto.
No.
Oh, Vancouver.
Yeah, people started calling Vancouver Hollywood North in the 70s.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's on the West Coast, right?
The city is second in TV production and third for feature film production in North America.
Right.
Okay, whatever. How many points does the maple leaf on the flag have?
How many points?
Mm-hmm.
11? It's either 11 or it's 9.
It's 11.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Because I didn't know if they were counting the bottom 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it goes like 1, 2.
It goes,
and then
it's 3, 3. Yeah.
But it actually said that did you know that the Canadian flag was designed with 13 points? And it was changed to 11 points because it was hard to see the flag, like the maple leaf shape from a distance.
I did know that, actually.
Mm-hmm. Which city is home to North America's largest mall?
Edmonton.
Yeah, that I knew. Which Canadian chain first opened in Hamilton in 1964?
Tim Hortons.
There you go. Where is Canada's most visited national historic site?
Niagara Falls?
No.
National Historic Site?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Halifax.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Halifax,
Yes,
National
yeah,
Historical Site
yeah,
of Canada.
sorry.
Built as a military fortification.
Yeah.
Tours, yeah.
That makes so much sense. That was just a brain fart there.
That's all right. Which city hosts North America's largest single-day parade? Bonus point if you can guess the parade.
Host the biggest parade?
Yeah, so which city hosts the biggest parade in all of, like, North America? Yeah, it's a single-day parade, so it's one day. It's the biggest one. And then bonus points if you can guess the parade. So what's the city?
I have no clue.
Toronto holds the biggest parade.
It's not is it Pride?
Nope.
Caravana.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep. What is Canada's national sport?
Hockey.
And?
Lacrosse.
There you go. Which city has the most restaurants per capita in Canada?
Toronto.
Victoria, BC.
Okay. I've never been to Victoria.
Which Canadian city ranks as the most educated in the country?
Oh. I want to say something stupid like it's one of like the Toronto suburbs, like in Etobicoke or like...
No. With a third of the city's adult population having a university degree, the answer is Ottawa.
Wow. Oh, okay. 100%. Because it's Parliament, so you have tons of people that have like
educated,
political degrees. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Which city was home to the first North American YMCA?
First, Windsor.
No, Montreal.
Okay.
In 1851.
Wow.
What is the most purchased grocery item in Canada?
The most purchased grocery item?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Most purchased grocery item in Canada. I did not know that. This is freaking amazing. It's my favorite.
I'm going to say margarine, but that's not right.
It's our nation's go-to pick when we go shopping. And it's hard to deny considering how quick and tasty it is.
Is it like a common household item, or is it like just like a snack?
It's like a food. It's not a condiment. Like it's something that you would eat.
I understand that.
You could eat it for lunch or dinner, whatever. Yeah.
Donut? I have no clue.
Kraft dinner.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh, of course. Okay, yeah.
What fruit does Canada export the most of?
Peaches.
Blueberries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Canada exports tens of millions of pounds of blueberries and is the world's second largest producer of the berry.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What is Canada's oldest city?
Niagara on the Lake.
Nope.
Canada's oldest city? Mm-hmm. Gander?
Nope. It's in Newfoundland.
St. John's?
Yep. In 1497.
Wow.
The oldest city in Canada. The next established city was Quebec City, but that wasn't until 1608.
Wow. I want to go to the East Coast so fucking badly. Okay, sorry.
How many time zones does Canada have?
Oh, there's so many stupid time zones. 13.
No, way under.
No clue.
6.
Oh, wait.
Pacific.
Under. Oh, way under. Okay, sorry, yeah.
Pacific, Mountain, Central, Eastern, Atlantic, and Newfoundland.
When I said 13, you said way under. It sounded like you were saying my answer was way under. So I'm like, there's more than 13 time zones in Canada?
I'm saying the answer is way under.
I know, but that's the way I heard it.
Which Canadian city has the most tourists?
Niagara Falls.
Toronto.
What?
Yeah. It has over 27.5 million visitors a year.
Oh, that makes sense because it's bigger, of course. Yeah.
Only one province is officially bilingual. Which one?
Quebec.
New Brunswick
Oh, interesting.
is the only province where French and English are both official languages.
Wow, I'm learning so much about Canada right now.
How many oceans border Canada?
3.
Yes. Which province is home to Canada's tallest mountain?
BC. Oh,
Yukon.
Yukon, right. Yeah.
In which province can you find a provincial park named Blow Me Down and the cities of Goobies and Come By Chance?
The Northwest Territories.
Newfoundland.
Okay. Never mind. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Another reason to go down there. I want to go down to Blow Me Down and...
I'll let you blow me down
and Goobies.
later. And I'll gooby all over your face.
Okay, 80% of the world's supply of what comes from Canada? 80% of the world's supply.
The world's supply. Lumber.
Nope.
What?
Maple syrup.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Interesting. You know what? You did know a lot more than I thought you were going to, so job well done. And I don't think I would have guessed nearly as many of those.
Yeah, those are, like, I love Canada because, like, as Canadians, we grew up with so much American influence in our TV and our media, on social media. I love when you hear, like, little great stories about Canada and you're like, wow, that's really cool. Like, when you watch a show and, like, there's a story about Canada, you're like, oh, this is really interesting. It's Canada. And, like, there's so much Canadian cool things you can listen to.
Yeah.
But instead of going on about Canadian things, we're going to change the channel.
The one thing I've said to you for the last however long, all right. So, this could start an argument.
Yeah, probably will.
I wanted to talk to you about things that, because on the last episode, we kind of got into, like, whether people are compatible and what do we think about each other and where are we at in life and blah, blah, blah. And like a little bit of a self-reflection here. And when it comes to life and us just being chaotic, we don't get much time off together.
No, we do.
And when we do, we tend to lean more on the side of doing nothing.
Absolutely.
Because we're both tired. We just want to be at home.
We just want to be beside each other and just kind of refresh.
Yeah, for sure. And also, we kind of laugh because it's like you have a physical job, so your days off, you want to relax. I work an office job, so like I want to go out and do things physically. So
you
I'm
want
like,
to go out to the general public where everything I want to do is avoid the general public.
Exactly. So with having like some time coming up, and I don't know, like I just think about little things that we used to do for each other, or maybe there's things that we would like to start to introduce into our relationship that would just maybe give each other a reminder of like, I'm still dating you. And if that means you saying to me like, Courtney, I really need you to fart less in bed. Okay. Maybe that's what I need to work on.
Don't know, like, one of the things about a relationship is the fart thing. Your whole family is just obsessed with farting. Like,
the
I don't
funniest
know
fucking
what
thing.
it is, but like all your family wants to talk about is farting, and like it seems like you guys like have like a family group text that like.
We have a fart cult.
Here's a fart. Here's a fart. Oh, I got a good one. So you see all like voice messages where like it's just like people that are just farting into their own phones.
No.
So that's what I picture when it comes to it. But you constantly bring up farting. Farting will never like.
I know, that'd be funny.
People fart like it's never bothered me, but you're so obsessed with it.
It's so funny.
But anyways, on the topic that you were actually talking about.
If you want me to stop, I will.
No, I don't care. It's just an amazing thing that I just wanted to point out.
Yeah, farts are amazing.
But when it comes to like what we had in the past, like I think in the past we had such a great connection because we were learning from each other. Mm-hmm. Like we were going through what's there. There's nothing that like everything that I've taken from the past that I still enjoy doing, I enjoy doing. But I think what you're talking about is when we go out, we are so worried that sorry. Let me just take 2 steps back again. I think what you're trying to say is why don't we, like, get together and talk about the future together and then go forward. I think what that comes down to is I want to talk about that. We both want to talk about it, but both of us are so worried because we both have such crazy lives. We have this podcast that we want to talk about. We have this where you're like, I barely get to see you. If I get to see you 7% of all my week, how do I want to spend that 7%?
Right.
Like, do I want to talk about this and risk it being something because I want things to go? I know with you, you like knowing what's going to happen. This is there. So I'm like, hey, let's just try something and we'll see where it goes. I know that's extra effort to convince you to try something different.
Right. But I'm willing to because...
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but there's the chance that you could be like, no. And then it becomes a fight, and then it gets flipped.
And I also think, too, like, you want to say things without saying things because you don't want to control and make it so unnatural for the other person as well. Like, I don't ever really want to tell you what you have to do, and you don't want to tell me what I have to do. But there's got to be times where life is chaotic and we're spending time together, and maybe not. Maybe you're just so simple and content with just being next to me that that's all that matters to you, and that's great. But sometimes I wonder, like, if there's something that you're like, you know what would have made this day even more awesome is if Courtney did this, or like if the day went like that. And like, again, not to say like your day was ruined, but I think it's important to have those conversations because it's like, I want to pick your brain. I want to know like what's like something I could do or could have done to just...
I'll give you a great example. I will give you the perfect example because it's today. Earlier in the week, I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. And I expressed it to you 3 times. Like, not forcing it, not saying this is what we're absolutely going to do, but I was like, hey, I'd love to go see my buddy who works down by where we're going to, you know, like the Rib Fest that we're going to today. And I'm like, yeah, and then maybe we can stop and do some stuff. And like, I just threw it out to you. You weren't like, no, you were like, oh, cool. And you heard everything I said. And then today you're like, yeah, I can't wait to get home today. You would casually throw that into the conversation. Like subconsciously, consciously, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but you're also asking me, so like, did you want to do anything today? So you'll say like, I can't wait to just come home after Rib Fest. And then you would wait like 5 minutes of like blow drying your hair and then come out and be like, is there anywhere else you wanted to go to today? Where like, you've already said, I can't wait to get home, leave 5 minutes of space and then ask me the question. I know that's your passive, not so aggressive way of being like, I just kind of want to go out and then come home. And I pick up on it because I know you well. So I'm not going to push it, right? So, like, when it comes to stuff like that, like, I enjoy that. I hate the fact that you have to kind of go around those things instead of being like, I don't want to do these things. You know what? I know you really wanted to do this. I really don't want to. Like, do you really need to do these things today? I'll do it if you want me to, because I know you would have if I said that.
Yeah.
And just be flat out honest with me and just be like...
Yeah, because I said it again on our way home, and then if you said, oh yeah, let's stop in here, I would have easily, because I asked again, yeah.
But that's what I mean. But I could tell by like your tone and the questions you were asking, you don't really want to.
Yeah.
So like there's that step that I'm like, you could easily avoid this. Like, I just know you, so I pick up on these cues.
Right.
So, like, there's stuff like that where, like, I wish it was more, you would just know that I'm cool with everything. Be more aggressive in thinking that you can just say, this is what I want. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes, too, I think because I do speak so much about what I want and don't want in other areas, that sometimes, like, I would like you to take charge on saying this is what I want to do. And if I really didn't want to do it, you know, I would probably say it. And then
the truth is you live in a world where you think that you're making all these decisions. Yet I love going to stuff like Ribfest today, where you walk in there and you're like, I'm an assertive decision-making woman, that I'm literally just standing there, not even answering you, and you're asking me questions of where should we go? Do we need brisket? Like, because you want brisket. We should get brisket here. Do you want brisket here?
I know. I think the problem is
like, just looking at you and I'm like...
Well, because I wait so long to get you to take some sort of direction. Like, I'll be like, so do you want to get up and go do something? And then you're like, because you even said to me today, you're like, you're saying it like I'm against what you're going to do. And I'm like, no, I'm waiting for you to like, unless I'm a puppy just following you along, I would have loved for you to say, like, we're going to walk over there. So that's why I'm like, well, where do you want to go? Like, do you want to go here and do this? And you're like, yes, of course. You're saying these things like I don't want to do them. I'm like, just say something. Yep. You didn't at any point today, really. Like, other than saying, like, oh, I want to walk down there to see your friend. I was like, okay. And I did gladly walk down there, whatever. You know, he was busy working, whatever. But yeah, I think for me, it's like, I would love to just, okay, so here's the thing. Give me see. I would love for a day where I don't have to ask questions. because I know that you have the whole day mapped out. And I know, like, because I don't know, I feel like I'm due for I'm itching for a surprise. I'm itching for you to plan some sort of date day where you just say, get in the car, you're not punching anything in GPS, just drive, and you have a whole day sorted out. And I don't want to tell you how to do it and when to do it and whatever, because I don't want to tell you what to do, but this is my way of expressing, like, I would love for you to have a plan.
All right.
And I would love to just go along with said plan so that I don't have to make any decisions. But you know me well enough to know, like, you have to cover off something where I'm going to eat because I'm going to be hungry, and I'm good. Anything else can be a free-for-all of what you decide.
Okay. Just on that note, what you're saying. I would spend so much time being like, hey, I really want to do this. Because you're like, you sometimes would be like, this is what I planned. And like, it would be like something like that. And I hadn't filled in like, oh, when am I going to eat? So instead of being like, that's exciting, you'd be like ripping it apart saying, why haven't you done this as well?
Okay. First of all, you've never done anything like that, so you can't say that.
Just hear me out. You can't say I've never tried to do stuff like this because this is the world you've created for me. You know it is very scary for me that I still do it, and I have no problem doing it. But 90% of the time, I'm one of those people where I'm just like, you make the decisions, I'm cool with it. And every 10% where I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
But I go along with everything.
Yeah.
So most of the time when I say to you, hey, this is what we're going to do, it needs to be presented as a question and in an interesting enough way that you've actually listened to me to what I'm actually going to say.
Yeah.
And then follow through. So, like, you've created a world where I have walls to break through to give you what you're like, why don't you just naturally do this?
No, I know. But also I just said, like, the whole thing.
Don't just, brush over it.
No, I absolutely control that when it comes to you saying those things. I'm just saying you don't tell me where they are and what it is.
So you think I can't talk to you about it because I'm scared of what you're going to say, so I should just plan something with this is what you're saying
I'm
to
saying,
me.
as a treat soon, once would be nice. All the time I could handle it.
But do you understand why that hasn't been that way?
Yeah.
You haven't given someone the freedom to want to do that.
I'm trying to be different. I agree. I am very controlling, and I'm always like, okay, well, if you're going to do that, why don't we do this? And then I try to, like, take over, and I know that in the past you have absolutely tried to plan those days that I tend to hijack, and I make it my own and add things in and extra stops and all this stuff, and then yes, I know I'm terrible for it. I'm trying to not be.
Sure.
And so that's why I'm saying, like, some of the things that I feel like I'm working on that I'm trying to get better, because also, like, the last decade of being with me, there's qualities and traits that I still am, and whatever. Okay, let me peel this back to therapy. It took you, when I was actually going through therapy and changing, where I had to say stuff to you to be like, you had it ingrained in your brain for so long that I was just a certain way.
Right.
You kind of, like, forgot that I was changing and evolving into something different. And if I talked to you about it, you'd be like, holy shit, you're right. Like, I always assumed that you're just going to react this way. And then once you realized that I was doing the work and then I wasn't, you were like, oh. And so then you, like, almost like swapped out the memory card in your brain with the new upgraded version of that section of Courtney.
But I'm also one of those people where, like, if you've, like, you know that first impression thing, like, you only get one first impression?
Yeah.
So having one first impression is it's so hard to get over that. So there's certain things where I'm like, I tried to get you to realize what was there. You didn't get it. So like when it had to be proven and pointed out to me that I was like, oh shit, yeah, wow, awesome, killer. And
I think that's what I'm trying to say to you right now is that I'm not perfect, but I am trying really hard. And I am really itching and craving this spontaneity that I kind of would like from you. I would like to know one morning that you have a full plan and I'm not waiting around to see what the day takes us. Like, there's something so exciting that, like, kind of low-key turns me on to think about you being like, hey, you need to get up and be ready to leave the house by, like, whatever time.
Right.
And then I'm like, to know that, like, I know nothing. Because knowing nothing and no control eats away at my anxiety. Like, I go nuts because I want to control, but I'm working so hard on challenging that, being like, you know that trying to control every aspect of your life is what's contributing to you being unhappy. Why don't you just try not controlling something and see where it goes and actually be optimistic about it and, like, make the best day of it?
Well, there's even, like, so we have a vacation coming up soon. Like, it was interesting that I always, like, have, you know, your spoon theory that you from the spoon theory you love. So with that, because I relate that to you, So when it came to like us coming on this vacation, because you wanted to go to Laura, you wanted to do all these different things, and
I heard you talking to my dad about that today. I heard you say the word.
Why don't we just chill out for a little bit, figure what we want to do, and like not have any plans. And if something pops up, maybe we'll go away for a night. Maybe we'll do this. Maybe like we can just chill out, not have anything planned. And I thought that was going to be like use 4 days worth of your spoons to try to convince you to just chill out. You can probably get what you want. We can figure out something that's going to be cheaper than what you could book right now. Like, just chill out. Let's just see what happens. There's a 90% chance you're still going to get what you want. And I thought that was going to be much bigger of an argument. And you were like, yeah, that makes sense. And I was like, what?
Yeah. But that's what I mean. I'm trying to realize that, like, I can make my own fun. I don't need like a constant way to control how I'm gonna get happy or get that fix or whatever. But yeah, but one of the things that I feel like can emphasize and encourage me going through this whole like letting go, just relax, see where things take you, would be a nice little surprise from you. It's so funny to me because, like, everything that I'm hearing from you right now that you really, really want, okay, is contradictory to everything that you say all the time that you want. Okay, so let me give you an example. You're like, I just want a souvenir. I literally helped you bring a box full of souvenirs to, like, the local charity drop-off the other day because you're like, we don't need any of this shit around here. Oh my God, okay, I didn't mean a physical souvenir. I meant a memory, or like something for the bank.
But I'm just saying, like, or I'll bring up like an idea of like, oh, we should do this for a day and we can go down to like Niagara and we'll hang out in Niagara for the day. You know, I have tons of great ideas. And you're like what?
I said I'm just trying to work on it.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just saying.
That is a great day.
I'm literally asking you to just look at it from my point of view and like fully embrace my point of view, because the way you're presenting is like, you do nothing to surprise me anymore.
No.
You don't, like, I need something to prove that you actually love me, Dan, still. I just need you to still love me, Dan.
Upgrade my ring. Tell me you still love me. Show me a good time on the town.
And the Oscar goes to Dialogue Danny. Yay, thank you. I'd like to thank my mom, Monster, Margarine.
That's so funny. No, you definitely do, like I said, you do a lot. And I think I just need to get better at, again, letting go of control is also asking.
Right.
Because that's the other thing is you're not a mind reader. So, like, I can't expect you to just know what I'm feeling at every moment.
And how often do I say no to you?
Not often. No, but I need to ask. So, for example, like when we're off on vacation, I think one of the days I probably will say, yeah, let's do our day in Niagara. I'm going to drive. I'm just going to drive. You're just going to tell me where we're going to go. But I would like to give you notice that you can, like, plan and call and make sure everything's good and make sure your ducks in a row. And yeah, like, I want to know that there's like effort. Like, you're just like, yeah, I got this figured. Let's go to Niagara. I got it covered. We're just going to do like this. Like,
it would just be just a fun, like,
and it would really get on me to be like, I don't know what we're doing. Just go along with the flow. Like, well, and I would love it.
Another thing is like, there's nights where I'm like, I know like where I work at like a bar. So there's nights where I know there's just going to be a good fun night where like we could like, I'm in my brain thinking, oh, we could go here. We could have a couple beers. Courtney could see, like, you know, all these people she hasn't seen in a long time because I know they're going to be there. And then on the way home, we'll, like, grab dinner, you know, like, we'll grab, like, subs or something like that.
Yeah, you do little
when I
stuff
try
like
to
that.
do stuff like that, I'm like, hey, why don't we do this? You're like, well, like, how long are we staying? Are you having one beer or two beers? Like, even the little things.
Right. But I think for me, it's the trigger of the environment. So, like, you're in an environment.
Perceived environment.
Okay. An environment where everybody knows you. It doesn't end up being a date night for us because you end up talking to every person that has to come up to you and talk to you because you're on the opposite side of the bar for once. It's too close to home. So I think for me, it's like, I love that idea, but then there are times where I'm like, that's not my.
You're missing what I'm trying to do, though. See, this is
what you're trying to do is just the effort that doesn't equal what I would enjoy.
No. See, this is why I don't. Because in my brain, I'm like, I love the fact that we're going out and everyone in this room now, while the two of us like are talking to, like, because you're seeing people you haven't seen for a while, I've seen. We're there for like a very short amount of time. I'm not thinking we're going to be there forever. But then while we're there in this room, we're both looking at each other like, we're going to go home. We're going to get something really nice to eat. We're going to fucking watch maybe like a movie when we get home. And then like, just have a night, just the two of us. And then be like, oh shit, catch up on the drama of what we talked about. Just have a night where the two of us go out as a couple being social for half the time that we're on our quote unquote date. And the second half where it's the two of us have left, that's the exciting part for me. So it's a transition point where we go from like, hey, we're on this like work mode where I come home and it's 11 o'clock and I'm like, good night, baby. I'm going to stay up for the next 3 hours. Like it's something that breaks it up, almost like, in the podcast, like the radio thing.
Yeah.
That little social thing where we're doing kind of breaks it up, where when we both walk away, we're just so excited to talk to each other because we've talked to other people.
I get what you're saying.
But that's where I'm trying to do stuff like that to break you out of what's normal. Because how many times can you think about where you just randomly come by to pick me up? You didn't want to come in. You end up coming in. We stay for like an hour and a half. You have great conversations. We were going to come home and cook, but then we grabbed subs.
Yeah.
And then we end up at, like, it's a great sporadic
those
night.
are absolutely like miniature versions of what I'm looking for.
But that's why I just said to you, even in those little miniature versions of the thing you actually want, I have to fight to get those.
I know. I haven't done any of those in a while, though.
It's a long time. So it's so scary. That's why I feel like I've let you down by what you're telling me. So that's why I'm trying to explain.
No, you haven't let me down. I also know, like, I don't do a lot of those things in the summer. Like, I know that they'll ramp up again in the cooler months because I just get cooped up inside. I want to be out, whatever. In the summertime, I don't want to be out because it's hot, so I stay in. Like, it's vice versa weather-wise. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And it's not that you don't do any of it, just we haven't done it in a while. It's been a while since we've had those kind of moments. So I am very much looking forward to our time off in September.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It'll be nice.
I'm so excited to reconnect. And then I feel like whenever we work together in the apartment, where our relationship gets stronger too, because we're working together for making this just an extension of us, the apartment we're in.
Yeah, I really enjoy like home decor and all that kind of stuff and really want to get that other room done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. But is there anything else that, like, I don't know, from when we first started dating to now that you miss or wish I did? Or is there anything even just now that's new that you're like, oh, it'd be cool if you did something like this?
It's the thing I was talking about in the last episode we were there, where I think there's so many things that you just accept. Like, I used to be able to impress you. Like, I used to be able to look up to me and be like, wow, that's really cool. Wow, I really appreciate that. Like, there was so much who I was that was different to you, where I can go above and beyond, where you've come home and been like, oh, I was casually talking about you, and this person was like, wow, that's amazing, Dan did that for you, and you were like, oh yeah, I guess it's kind of cool Dan does that for me. Like, because you're so used to it, like, there's not the excitement.
Well, because is there anything that you've done that's different in the last 5 years?
I've done a lot of, I keep doing what I do better. Like, I keep trying to, like, there's more I add to who I am. Like, wow.
No, because when I'm
belittling kind acts.
I'm not
wow, it's just insane
you. I'm not belittling you. That's not how you're supposed to take this. What I'm saying is, like, I do the same thing where I have to be, I've got to be the same Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And like you even just said, with the whole, oh, how about we just have a week off? You in your head know the response you're going to get out of me. And then because I don't say the response that you think you were going to hear, you're just like, wait, what? Like, you get to a point, I think, in a long-term relationship where things are such like clockwork, where it's like, I know your routine. There's no way we'd record before you had a shower. There's no way we would do these things before. And every so often, I won't recall the last time it's happened where you've done something that I'm like, wait, that was out of order.
Yep.
Oh, wait, what? That's not part of his routine. You don't. So I think for me, it's like you get so used to seeing and doing the same thing over and over again that it's like, I don't know, like when does like the light switch that it's like, well, I was not expecting that, you know?
Yeah, but then, so let me reverse it on you. And like, when you rub my back, when I'm like just sitting, like, you know, we're watching TV and you rub my back, is there a point when it gets to the point where like that doesn't matter to me because I'm like, oh yeah, it's just what she does. It's just her fucking pattern. Like, I don't care. It's just something she's doing for herself.
I'm not saying that you don't care. It's just not. It's not new.
I'm just saying to you, but like me, like saying that's how I receive it when you do it for me. Like, oh yeah, she's just doing it because that's just what she does.
Then I would stop doing it.
So, by you and the same thought, when you have me, like, do all the cleaning, doing the laundry, doing everything like that.
Yeah. Oh, I think, like I said,
you haven't done anything different. That's just what Dan does. I've just continued to do the things that you were very happy someone was doing
and it doesn't
and
impress
now
me.
you just expect it. It's just
I
protocol.
see what you're saying.
And then you just doubled down on it, saying, yeah, of course.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So that answers the question.
You missed from me at the beginning of the relationship?
So you miss me being impressed by you.
I miss being able to impress you.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel the same way, though. Like, I think, like I said, other than the occasional...
How much, like, I still, even right now, constantly am telling you you're so much better than you're even giving yourself credit for. Like, I'm 100% uberly impressed and tell you every 24 hours how impressed I am with who you are and what you do. How can you even remotely say that about me, that you missed that from our relationship? I'm your biggest fucking cheerleader.
I meant, like, I just sometimes feel that way, where it's like, I feel like I don't impress you. Even though you say that I impress you all the time and you're proud of me and whatever. I get that. I don't know. I think that's my own insecurity. But I don't think there's anything from, like, early on in our relationship that you don't do now. The only one is the emails. Like, I do, like, when you sent me... And, like,
why don't you give a little history on that one? And before you do, can you pass me a beer behind you?
Yeah. When we first got together, you used to send me... We used to go back and forth with emails. So, like, we had the day-to-day texting and stuff, but when you had a thought that you wanted to express, something about the relationship, something about me, something about your day, an idea, to me, they're kind of almost like love letters. Like, you would email me.
A fear, like something like, I don't want to mislead you on this. So
you would write these long...
in every detail.
Yeah, you would write these really long emails expressing all of that, and I really enjoyed it in the beginning. I think at the time, I definitely didn't appreciate it, and like, I did not appreciate it the way that I would appreciate something like that now. Because even this morning when I woke up to you sending me a quick little email with a new intro for the podcast, it was so cute just to see an email with your name on it. Like, it was like, what does he have to say? Like, his thoughts at 12:40 a.m. Like, what could he possibly be sending me? But yeah, no, we used to go kind of back and forth with like that for a while. And then I think I got to the point where I just kind of made a comment. And I was like, I don't like the emails. I stopped responding as long, and they fizzled out because I didn't receive them the way that I needed to receive them. And it's a shame, and that's the one thing I regret, because even now, every so often you'll come home and there'll be a letter. I'll write you an email.
Right.
I even told you, like, the one night I sat here and I wrote you a whole letter about what I was feeling, and then didn't send it to you because I thought it was cheesy. And then I read it to you the next night. And then a couple of days after that, we got into an argument. And you realized that letter meant nothing. So, because it was like,
Whoa. So that's not say you realize. Say I came to the conclusion after the fight. What actually happened was you were arguing with me, and I said, I'm very confused because you said you felt this way in your letter.
I was acting different than what I was trying to express in my letter, because for me, it's like when I write letters, it's like in the moment I'm having this revelation of like, I get it, and I see how things have been, and I understand where you're coming from, but then it doesn't really fix me. So then when I get to my little anxious tendencies and make you a very flustered person, you suddenly are like, okay, everything you're doing right now is the complete opposite of the letter that you wrote, so I'm not really sure what's happening here.
But I like having those hard facts where, like, I don't need to be the asshole trying to convince you I think something, where, like, I'm like, hey, why did you write this? Do you remember how you felt when you're there? And 90% of the time people will want to go back to how they felt, right? Like, but
then there was a time for a while where it was like you were getting home late and I was already in bed, and you'd come home and there'd be like a note on the table.
No, absolutely.
And like, I know you've kept them. I see them around.
So going back to the beginning of a relationship with the emails. So when I would do that, do you remember why they stopped?
Because I told you, I said I didn't want to do them anymore. I didn't like them. I didn't care for them.
You said you think some things need to be withheld, and like you're like, I don't know why you need to explain everything about everything.
Well, I just felt like, because they were so, again, I was 19, 20. I really didn't grasp, because the emails didn't last long. We only did them for a year or 2 years. Yeah. I don't even think 2 years, like months, maybe even.
Yeah.
Because but looking back at who I was then, it makes so much sense. Like, there's no way I would have comprehended the need for something like that. Right. In the beginning, it was cute because I was like, oh my God, he's writing me a story. And then I was like, oh, like,
the accountability.
Yeah, absolutely. But now I think, but it's been so many years. If we wanted to bring it back, we would have brought it back.
I think we converted like what we had with the emails into this podcast.
That's what I mean. I think us sitting down and having these conversations is us writing those letters.
No, absolutely.
Talking it all out. How do we feel?
I send you messages, but it's more like instead of having you beside me on the couch and me like either like inebriated, just giving you a great idea that I'm like, let me follow through on this. Please let me follow through on this. Like, don't let me forget this. Like, I think that's when you get the messages where like, because there is we're ships in the night a lot of the time that I just want to throw an idea to you and be like, just remember this and tell me it and say, hey, this could work out.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, those emails definitely fizzled out. And then, so like that's something I miss. Like I wish we were kind of back into that. But to your point, the podcast is kind of like that. I don't know. Like, is there anything else that you...
No. Like, there's just, everything else is just like ignorance. Like, the stuff like we didn't know about each other and like just figuring out how to...
Okay. Is there anything physically that we miss? Like, and it could be behavioral, it could be looks, it could be the way you talk, like it could be anything. Is there anything from a physical stance that you're like, oh, I miss this side of this person, you know, like each other when we were first dating versus now? Or is there anything that you'd like to like?
No, because I always look at people as that's who they are that day. The next day there's someone else. The next day there's someone else. The next day there's someone else. Like, I don't look at it as being, I don't know, the physically. No, I don't. Like, you're always hotter today than you were yesterday. Like, it's just the way that my brain works. Like, it's just, I look at pictures of you in the past, I'm like, oh, I remember you dressed like that, but you're so much hotter now.
Okay.
Like, that's just the way my brain works.
Yeah.
Like, you'll always be crazy hot.
No, I appreciate that. What I was trying to get at is like something like,
do you fuck differently now than before?
I wasn't going to ask that, but now I'm curious.
No, I was just trying to.
I do. I very much do things physically differently now than I did when I was 19. Yeah, it's different. But that's not what I was getting at. I was talking like my hair, for example. Like, I remember like you saying to me like, oh, like dark hair too soon, like whatever, but you just loved the idea of dark hair. And then I've come to you saying like, you know what, in a couple weeks I booked an appointment. Like, I think I'm going to cut part of my hair off and like dye it dark. And you were just like, yeah, like you're for that.
The example with the hair.
Yeah.
Let me just clear the air with the hair. From the time I've met you, you've been like, I want to do black hair. I want to go like completely dark. And I was like, no, you haven't earned it. And do you remember me saying this to you for years? I said, you have to wait. You have to wait. You have to earn it. You have to earn when some, like, so now that you're 30.
Anyone listening, why would someone have to earn a hair color? But
just stop for a second and I will explain it to you.
Okay.
You're 30 years old. You see a 20-year-old right now. Mm-hmm. Picture yourself a 20, but you see that same 20-year-old, but that girl has like black hair. Yeah. And she's like, still your like personality, but with a little bit of like the sass because she's got the black hair. You don't take her seriously because you're like, child, you don't know life.
You're
like, there's like,
you have to earn the goth. Basically.
Yeah. Way to act cool. Like, you can't just throw on a Misfits t-shirt and jump into a mosh pit, man. You're gonna get fucked up. Yeah. So now that when you look at those people, you don't take them as seriously. Yeah. Try to look normal and try to look like you're 22. Yeah. Learn about the world. Just sit back, shut up, listen. But then once you get to like the 30-year-old, now that you're like, you've wanted black hair for like a decade now. Yeah. That's why I'm like, yeah, absolutely do it. You've earned it. You've earned your fucking...
It still comes with sass, though.
But you're Morticia.
Yeah, I am. I want the Morticia.
I'm 100% Gomez. Mm-hmm. I'm 100% Gomez.
That's cute. There is one thing about you that when I met you, that who you are now is such an add-on that I would never want that part of you again. When I met Dan, he had one pair of glasses.
That's
this
true.
Guy, okay, and I understand like I didn't have benefits and like the cost of your eyewear is so fucking expensive, but like if I ever had to come back to the day where it's like you didn't have multiple pairs of glasses and you didn't get a new pair every couple years, and like, because like for me it's like style is kind of important, like how you accessorize yourself and like how you make yourself look is like fun.
Oh, so many times in our relationship, just talking about style for 2 seconds, I will bring you right back. You, for like, because you were like 19 to like 22. I was 33 to 35 during this time. You would like be like, you have such, and you would constantly try to tell me I should dress differently.
Yeah.
Oh, you should wear this. My dad's like getting rid of this. You can fit into this. Like, wear this logo. Look at this. Wear this shirt. You should wear jeans. Like, just going on. And then people would meet me in the random world that would know your family and then come to you. And one of the first is like, oh, the guy that dresses amazingly cool. Mm. And, like, you'd be like, what's going on? Can they describe you somewhere else? And it would bug the shit out of you.
Yeah.
That people like my style for the first couple years.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it did. For sure.
It bugged the shit out of you.
No, it definitely did.
But anyways, back to the glasses thing.
But, like, it was just kind of like, because people say, too, like, oh, sometimes it's not your outfit, it's the shoes, right? Like, they always say, like, but, like, for you, it's like you always ruin an outfit or could ruin an outfit by your glasses.
Right.
And I still remember to the day that, like, they literally crumbled and fell off your face. Like, there was no more repairing them. Like, bring out the duct tape. Yep. Like, so anyway, so fast forward to, like, now you take care of your eye health better. You go every 2 years. You get your, like, your checkup. You get new glasses, whatever. Like, and now you have a variety to choose from that, like, it spices up your look. Like,
yep, absolutely.
Sometimes you throw in a pair of glasses that I haven't seen you wear in a while, and I'm like, oh, like, it's fun, it's exciting. So that's what I was just trying to get at, is like, is there anything in our relationship that you'd want to, like, I don't know, and I guess, cause to me, I think it's important. I don't think it hurts to say to your partner, hey, like, it would be really sexy if you did this, or it would surprise me if you did that. Like, the one thing I've said to you for the last however long, because all you own is band tees, is like, if we went out somewhere and you threw on a button up, oh, bring me back. Like, that would be hot to me. I would be excited, but, like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. So if it took you a while to find the right button up that fits you and whatever, I'm like,
what about, like, my cowboy button up?
Even when you throw in your Dickies, to me that counts. When you throw it, like, I haven't seen you wear the green short sleeve.
No, I haven't worn it in a while.
Why?
I don't know. I just haven't.
Even your work one. Like, I'm just saying, I don't even care if it's a work shirt. It just, the idea of seeing buttons versus, like, a band tee and the way that it sits on your body, because, like, you can't tuck it in really. Like, usually you have your undershirt and then that. It's just, there's something so eye-catching about it. It's different from the norm. To me, it feels like you put in extra effort.
Noted.
You know?
Noted.
So, but yeah,
Absolutely
like, stuff
noted.
like that. So for me, it's like, yeah, like, I can't wait to come home with, like, darker hair. Like, I'm not going black, but I'm gonna make my way there. Or I, you know, went to the store and bought a dress and was like, this is my little sexy dress for you tonight. Like, I want you to be like, wow, I'm seeing her
One of the
different.
things, so there's so many things that I've told you over the years. This is something that we definitely need to close this off. But there are so many things in our relationship where you always say, like, what do you want me to wear? Because we've had this conversation at least once every 3 months in the 12 years we've been together. Where you're like, tell me something you want me to wear. And I'll tell you. And you'll be like, ugh. No, never.
Yeah.
And you'll, like, completely, like, say no.
Yeah.
So through our relationship, when those styles come rolling back in, you'll buy them, but you won't, like, be like, oh, I bought this. You'll be like, oh, yeah, isn't this really cool? I know you probably think it's stupid. And I'm like, I literally said years ago that I wanted you to wear this, and you said you would never it, but you're presenting it as, like, look at this. Like, your corduroy bag you bought. Yeah. I'm like, fuck you. I just want to dump your shit out of it and take it and use it as mine. Because I love
Which
fucking
one? The
corduroy.
green or the checkered?
You bought two? See, that's insane.
My
Fuck
checkered
you.
bag is corduroy. And then
No, like the green one. Yeah,
yeah.
the green one that looks identical to everything that, like, I would want to wear. Like, the sum of, like, the sketch pattern of Dan. So I'm like, it's so funny that, like, you keep saying, what would you want me to wear? You always disagree with me, but then you come around and then you end up kind of dressing like me. Like, I all of a sudden started wearing camo. You're like, I can't believe you're wearing camo. And then all of a sudden I'm doing your laundry and I'm finding, like,
camo.
like 9 camo items. And I'm like, oh,
Do you know what my
okay.
new thing is now? And I'm having a
Copying Dan? Yes,
Yeah.
I know. That's what I was just saying to you.
Just a quick little fashion
no,
thing
yes,
here.
yes.
No.
Yes,
You
yes.
gotta help me. You gotta help me with this, because this could be
I heard him helping you way too much.
I know, this could be a man or a woman's aisle department thing. Is I'm really digging acid wash t-shirts.
Yeah, you're on your own on that one.
Yeah, I really just want some vintage t-shirts that have a little bit of, like, distressing to them. Because, like, in the fall I want to wear, like, a t-shirt and jeans, like, but I want, like, the t-shirts to look, like, cool.
Years ago, I used to have a friend that he was in a band, but he couldn't afford shirts, so he would go to, like, all, like, the thrift shops and just find any kind of t-shirt that was just a solid color, didn't have anything on it, just like a brand, like a random one color t-shirt, and he would get a Q-tip and bleach and then put his name, like the logo, draw it in bleach on the shirt.
Cool.
And then sell those as his
That's very cool.
band merch.
Nice.
But that's like the same kind of idea where it's like that acid wash where it's like kind of spread out.
Well, I'm not looking for tie-dye, but yeah.
No, not tie-dye.
Oh.
Tie-dye is totally different.
No, yeah. No, I'm definitely looking for a little distressing. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's just been interesting to talk to you about, like, what are some things that we want in the relationship? Clearly, I have way more opinions than you on that. You're just like, I love you. You're great. I don't want anything to change. And here I am. I'm like, yeah, can you do this, and this? That'd be great. That's not how I'm meaning it. I think sometimes it's nice to just check in and say, like, I don't know. Like I said, it would be sexy if I saw you in a button-up. And I think changing my look every now and then is...
In all honesty, the way I look at this, and I kind of am going to very, very excited about these kind of conversations with you, because the reality of it is, the truth, I'm 44 about to turn 45. You're 30 about to turn 31. You're at a pinnacle point in your life where you have... The next 5 years are such critical for you. So, like, you're trying to figure out, who do I want to be as a person? What's my character? What's this? And you have so much information that you're just processing it. And so, like, I'm cool with it. Like, I'm confident with who I am and where I'm going and my struggles and everything. And you're like, day to day, you even said that you're just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So it's great to actually, I know where this is going to go. So you're going to change constantly. And I think that's great. I think it's cool that you have someone to talk to. And maybe sometimes you're like, you're never going to convince me of anything different. And then you listen and you're like, oh, fuck, that's flawed. Why did you point that out?
Okay, I guess corduroy isn't that bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't matter. Like I'm one of those people where, like, I'm not looking to win or lose. I just am like, are you happy with the conclusion you came to?
Yeah.
Did you outweigh everything?
Yeah.
Awesome, cool. Go with it.
Love it. The one thing we got to work on, though, is you got to stop wearing my tank tops.
Yeah, well, you need to stop putting your tank tops on the back of the door around mine. When I put your one tank top on, I'm like, this just feels way too weird. And it's
I was like, are you wearing it right now?
No, I'm not. No, this is mine. No, this is 100% mine.
Oh.
If you put this on, this would come down to your knees.
It's nice.
It's an Old Navy. It's definitely not yours.
It probably is.
It's not.
I want to take it off.
You need to stop fucking smoking so much when you record these things.
I barely.
Barely?
Smoked hours ago.
You barely?
Barely.
Barely?
Barely.
Barely?
Okay, goodbye.
Barely goodbye.
And that's today's sermon, babes. Refreshments will be served in the back room. Go make good choices, or at least make entertaining ones, so we have content for next week. Send us your sins on TikTok, Instagram, or maybe if you're lucky, I'll give you my number. Listen, we can't keep reminding you. We both know you'll be back, so follow us for updates on Christ's second coming.